Good evening. Our one aim at Newsworthy is to be consistent and relentless in following up stories. This evening, we're going to do a status check on where investigations stand in the Dharm Sansad case. Now, remember, this is where attendees gave speeches targeting the minority community, especially Muslims. They used graphic, shocking words and words that incited violence. They were caught on camera, so I'm not making this up. Against Narsinghanand, he's head of one of the 13 major Hindu akhadas, the Juna Akhada. He's the organizer of this Haridwar conclave and he's finally been arrested. Now, this arrest came 4 weeks after he gave a speech that was hard to miss on social media. He has 8 other cases against him. These include alleged rioting, outraging the modesty of a woman. We hate this manner of describing sexual harassment, but let's leave that for another video. He also has charges of communal hatred and he has been charged under the Arms Act. So all of this is to say that he's not really a first timer. He was out giving these speeches inciting violence even as he had all these pending charges against him. Now, the first FIR was filed in this Haridwar religious conclave case, let's call it that, on the 23rd of December. 5 people are named, including Narsinghanand, who's under arrest, as we said. The second person who has been arrested is the former chairman of the Shia Waqf board. His name is Wasim Rizvi, and he has changed his name to Jitendra Narayan Tyagi. The third accused is Sadhvi Annapurna. She's the head of another akhada, the Niranjani Akhada. Now, she has a viral video of her own where she can be seen asking a police officer to be equal and fair while investigating this case. Now, you'll say, what's really wrong with that? Now, this is the point when Narsinghanand interjects and says, what fairness? He will be on our side. The police officer simply laughs off that comment. Now, Sadhvi Annapurna has been called for questioning and is currently not under arrest. There is a second FIR that has also been filed in this case. It was filed on the 3rd of January. 10 people have been named in the second FIR, but 5 of them have also been named in the first FIR. Dharamdas Maharaj, he's a seer from Patna. He's also one of the accused. He made a terrible speech with words that were inciting violence. Clearly, he targeted the former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh. What he said can be seen on the screen, and these words, if these are not inciting violence, I don't know what is. There are at least a dozen videos with very clear faces, very clear speeches. It has been a month since that event and only 2 people have been arrested. Charges against the 10 people in both these FIRs are more or less similar. There are IPC sections about promoting religious enmity and so on and so forth. Why am I bringing this up? Well, contrast this with the UAPA charges that those who cheered for Pakistan and their cricket team faced.
The SIT, formed by the Uttarakhand government to investigate the Dharm Sansad event, told the Supreme Court that notices have been sent to the other accused. 2 have been questioned. The first arrest was made a day after the court issued a notice to the Uttarakhand government. The hateful and violent speeches have made a lot of average citizens angry. 5 former chiefs of staff of the armed forces and over 100 other people, including veterans, bureaucrats, and prominent citizens, have issued a statement regarding this open call for the genocide of Indian Muslims. 3 army veterans have moved the Supreme Court for the appointment of a new SIT to look into the alleged hate speeches. These are the facts of the case till now. What remains to be seen is how far will this go, given our past history of indifference towards similar events. Similar Dharm Sansads have taken place in Delhi and Chhattisgarh as recently as within the last 30 days, where calls to boycott and even kill Muslims were given, recorded, disseminated. No action has been taken. In July 2021, a series of mass assemblies in the form of Hindu Mahapanchayats were organized in parts of Haryana, particularly in districts with large Muslim populations. In the one held in Pataudi, thousands were in attendance. Calls to murder and abduct Muslims, women were given. One person has been arrested 6 months later. No action has been taken against speakers from other events, even though there is recorded proof of what happened. In August 2021, another congregation was held with similar hate speech in Dwarka, in the national capital. Narsinghanand was one of the speakers, clearly visible in videos. The police booked unknown people in the case. These are no longer isolated incidents or fringe groups acting randomly. The frequency and impunity of these events needs you to pay attention.
And Pallavi is right, but for you to pay attention, we need to be rigorous and follow these stories with all the grit. For that, we need your support. We have a very simple way for you to contribute and support this very important work. The link is in the description. It's a simple one step. You can click on the link that has scroll stack, or you can click on the link that has Razorpay. It is one way you can support independent, unbossed and unbought journalistic work. We have no advertisers supporting us. If this video has been useful, please do take a comment to share it with your friends and family. Of course, you could do this on social media, or you could send them a link to this video right at this moment. Please also consider leaving a comment here or a quick thumbs up if this has worked for you, if you think we are going in the right direction. Now, if you're new to this channel, let me just quickly introduce myself. My name is Anubha Bhonsle. I've been a journalist all my life, 21 odd years or so, mostly in what's called the mainstream media. CNN or IBN was my last employer. I am now independent. I have been now independent for some time, and I'm trying to build Newsworthy as a simple, clean, unbought and unbossed source of news. Take a moment and perhaps check out this video. It's called What is Newsworthy? I know I need to do a fresh one, and I promise to do so very, very quickly. We've had some false starts since I recorded this video, but truly it tells you completely what I believe in. Before I go, the one series that is getting us a lot of attention and a lot of love is called Women of the Republic. It has super short profiles of the 15 women, the 15 incredible women who were part of India's Constituent Assembly and wrote the Indian Constitution. Now, so little is known about them. I have a lot planned on this topic all this year, but for starters, all through the month of January, right up to and beyond Republic Day, you're going to see these profiles coming up on Reels and YouTube Shorts. They're not going to take too much of your time. They're beautifully edited. I highly recommend you check them out. If you've been watching and listening to me, I thank you for your time and support.